It's just terrific to be here on this small but intimate stage at the Avalon.
Stand Piper.
Oh, you're at the wrong place. Across the street.
Next door to the Avalon, where Jimmy and Janice performed, where the West Coast people like the Dead and he also performed. And of course, the thing that I'm most excited about tonight, I once again am privileged to introduce Vicksburg's vivacious G-Mama, Mimi the Magnificent.
Oh gosh,
My inspiration, my muse, my little beautiful begonia, my sweet magnolia.
Oh, what an introduction. Isn't that
My
nice?
rose,
Flowers.
my beautiful orange blossom, my vivacious violet voluptuous muse, my lemon tree.
Lemon tree? That sounds sour.
No, she's anything but sour. Here she is, Jimmy the Magnificent.
Oh, wait a minute.
You forgot something.
Hilda.
yes. She disappeared.
Just a moment. I'm coming down.
Is this part of it?
In this interruption,
Yeah.
can I please ask? You ready?
Yes.
You left it off.
Excuse me for interrupting.
I just want to tell y'all something about tonight.
Uh-oh.
She needs some spoons there. It's got a whole leg.
We have been doing this show for you guys. I think this is year number 6 or 7. I can't remember. Anyway, I think this is called Bam Bam Hairdo. And I liked it, so I used it last year. I decided to do it this year. Now, we've got some tricks for y'all that are better than ever. Now, we won't be pouring water in your ear like we did. And we won't be making fun of some of you like we've done in the past. But this entertaining hands is going to really entertain you. And it's going to be a little bit different. And then we just are happy to be here. Thank you very much.
Look at me clap.
What?
Who didn't clap?
I didn't.
Wait just a minute. I've got something for you that didn't clap. Just a minute.
She's gonna turn you into a frog.
No, I didn't clap. I even got points.
I'm putting my stuff here because I'm now. I don't have but one good trick to do. And I remember doing it last year and I messed it up. Didn't I?
Yeah, you guys are.
What did I do? Do you remember?
Yeah, you took something out and it was like kind of like.
Well, we're going to try it again. How's that? This time. Is that better? Good. All right. I'm through right
Thank you,
now.
Mimi, for that introduction. I'm going to put some pressure on it. Could I get a volunteer from Brady
Me.
would come up here again?
Me. Right.
Let's pick the boy in the closest in the front.
No.
Here, stand right here. What's your name? Landon. I have a grandson named Landon. That's great. All right. Now look, Landon, I want you to see, sometimes there's a big tradition about saying, oh yeah, he had it up his sleeve, or he has something between his fingers. Or just check. I don't have like adhesives or tapes on my fingers, do I?
Yeah.
So it's all clean. All legitimate. That's got nothing to do with it. Look, put your hand out. I'll show you this. It's got nothing to do with it. And just leave this right here. Okay? Now, how many people would have just given this fine young man their ring to hold like that? Would have trusted him?
Not
How
me.
about you women out there?
No.
No? Well, look, don't feel bad about it. I trust you. And the reason I not only have faith in Landon, but I see these things, you know, like this.
Here's behind Landon's here. Everybody knew that
A
one.
man that's got silver that's just floating around him, I think that's somebody we can trust. And this could be like collateral. You know what collateral is? Well, it would be like if you wanted to borrow my ring, then I would take the coin, and this would be, I would take your coin, this would be the collateral. And when would you get this back? Well, when you return my ring, you get this back. But this wasn't really yours, right? So I shouldn't give him this silver dollar, should I? No. Well, that doesn't disappoint you too much, does it? Huh? Do I hear anybody say I should or shouldn't? Okay. I'm going to give it to you, but I wanted you to share it with your brothers.
Uh-oh.
You have how many brothers? 3 brothers. Didn't take much thought, did it? So 3 brothers, $1. How would you share it equally among them? Oh, you want help? Huh? $1 shared with 3 brothers. You did give them each a.
25 cents.
Oh man, he is good. Look at that.
Oh, the school is.
One for Landon, one for Cameron, one for Brady, and one for Louie. Did you give me the ring back?
Good trick, $1.
Oh, but he is sharing. I might go share with my sisters.
Now, I'd like to please ask everybody, not just that handsome young man in the front row, but everybody to think about what could be the answer to this. It's going to sound like a dry question, but I promise you, if you go along with it and try and visualize it, you might. I think most of you will be entertained by this. My question is, if you had a normal rope and you tied a knot, could you tie a knot in it without letting go of the ends? Like normally, you put them like this, and you reach around here like this. You'd have to let go of one of the ends, and then you'd have a nice knot.
Yay!
Could you do that? Now that's nothing special. But is it possible to do that knot without letting go of these ropes, ends, or the ropes, the ends? Could you do something, and then without letting go, end up with a knot? Think about that. Think about whether it's possible to do that. Now, most of you, if you understand what my question was, you're probably saying, no, that's not possible. And if you went to Cambridge, Massachusetts, and you talk to topologists, and they're the mathematicians that study things like knots, they'd say it's not possible to tie a knot in a rope in 3 dimensions without letting go of the ends. It's just not possible. I don't think some of you saw that. This bright young lady on my left did.
That's me.
But there was a knot that formed there.
Do it again.
Dead.
You know, one time, I had a friend when I was little that said that a Girl Scout one time asked him to come to the clubhouse. And he went over there, and it was all empty, and she came in and she said, sit down in that chair. And it was a stack of ropes. And that's what he told me. He said he sat down in the chair and she said, I'm going to tie you, I'm going to go in, I'm going to tie you up, I'm going to contort my body. These things never happened to me. According to what he told me, she was doing something like this. He said that when she got through, it was tied in a knot. That is a knot. She wasn't 3 dimensions. She did have it draped over her neck first. It wasn't like that man. Together. Yeah, did you see that? That is supposed to be impossible. I think there must be, I believe the mathematicians. I think if they say that it's not possible to do that in 3 dimensions, that it's really not. There must be, I think maybe that girl, contortionist, maybe she was, some people say she was cheating. Some people said that man that just did this thing was a conjurer. Because it's just not supposed to be possible. A lot of people would tell you that various things are not possible. And say it can't be done. Like they said, steel ships can't float. They said men can't fly, certainly can't fly in metal planes. Well, don't men and women break records continually in athletics? And didn't those other things happen? So I hope maybe sometime, it's kind of like George Maylees, who in the 1800s was he took 1,000 pictures and he strung them together and he showed them real fast in sequence so that it looked like it was one picture that was moving and he projected that. He was the first person to do that commercially. Now, was he a conjurer or a cheater? I think not. He was a creator. And what about that woman? That woman that without any training in optics just 20 years ago said, let's make disposable soft contact lenses. A lot of times teachers say it can't be done, but you get a lot of people that understand the challenge and think about it. Without the teacher, the only teacher is upstairs, then they might come to a solution.
You might not.
Yeah, they might not. But some of them might do it. I know some of you is skeptical, but I hope that next time you ask, is it possible to tie a knot without letting go of the ends, you will say, anything is possible. I got one more question. All right. That if it's possible to tie a knot without letting go of the ends, is it possible to untie a knot without letting go of the ends? Wait a minute. I want to state that clearly. To untie without a match, without holding on the ends. But a match, see, that's somebody speaking up, that's somebody participating, and not just standing and sitting there like it's television, but they're thinking about how it could be done. How could you untie a knot without letting go of the ends? You, watch my right hand. You watch my left hand. Can you see both hands? All right? Hands hold tighten. Not so spirit.
Oh my goodness. I got
Now,
some.
Brandon.
What?
Just wait a minute. I think I need somebody. Just stand right there.
Got some blue out of those.
Don't turn. Face me. I'm going to tie a knot now. You ever seen me tie a knot? Tie this funny way. And in the rain. And I'll do it up and down. And I'll run it through here. And I'm tired. You pull on that green. Just pull tight. Got it? You got it? That's enough. Oh, yeah. Now blow on it. Don't touch it, blow. got one more and we'll do later.
Brenda, could you help with this? From right there, could you call out somebody's name to come up here? Anybody you want to come up here?
Rebecca.
Mo Becca.
Now, she's
Don't hurt
Oh, I see Rebecca is a popular audience member. Rebecca, tug a little bit on that.
Now with her hand.
Oh.
Try not to drop it.
I want you to hand me any one of those 3 ropes you like.
Red one.
Short one.
And now I want you to pick anybody else in the audience and give either one of those ropes you like.
Logan. Logan.
You just got it.
Logan.
Maybe somebody that had to participate.
Logan.
Okay. Now, would you like to step up here with me? Thank you. Now, take your ropes and tie a knot in them. That can be any kind of knot. Just make it tight and secure.
We got not.
Rebecca did it, but I'll let you go.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't be clear. Tie a knot so that you got a nice solid loop. Okay?
Leave it at the end.
Tie the 2 ends together so that you have a ring, a loop.
That's what Karen already had.
Just like you do it.
Cameron did not.
I tied it again on top of that, right? Got granny knot or something? Square knot?
A granny, a square, or anything of your
There
own
you
device. Now, would you get that young man to bring it to me, please?
Got it? Good.
Thank you. 3 rings.
Loops.
Thank you. 1, 2, 3 rings. Secure knots. Let's check these knots. Make sure they're tight.
Becca, you're supposed to be watching to see if he's doing magic.
They're tight. Right? 1, 2, 3. If you could take that back and untie it, I would certainly appreciate it. Either any way you want.
Unless you're gonna do magic.
Untie them.
Whatever, you could return to
Can
your
you
seat.
go on those knots?
Thank you so much.